it is Strictly Stick Baits now. That is the new name of this channel because we are starting a fishing YouTube channel. That's right, it's going to be fishing, hunting, and vlogging. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to Firebuild. He's the one that cannot speak right now. He is one of my old buddies from school. He also has a YouTube channel, and he does pretty much the same thing I'm going to be doing on this. And I'm also going to be doing dirt bike riding and just a lot of fun stuff. But so I just had to get that out of the way and tell you guys this is no longer a gaming YouTube channel. It used to be MN Strong. So if you're subscribed and you don't know why you're subscribed to me, if you don't like fishing and stuff, I'm sorry. That's what this channel is turning into. I know it's not everyone's thing that they like, but this is what I want to do. And I found my GoPro, so I'm gonna put it on my chest and I'm gonna record all my fishing. And I mean, I'm sorry if you guys don't like it, but this is what I want my YouTube channel to become, and I feel like I'll have more growth. There's more possibility with my fishing stuff than video games, because video games I'm not that good at. But today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of my fishing gear. My main 2 rods, my tackle box, what I carry all my tackle in, and my favorite fishing line. So let's get into it with my rods. These aren't the best rods, but I am just starting to take fishing a little more serious. And this is all, the bait casting one I'm about to show you also has one of my top 3 lures, no doubt about it, tied on right now. So it is the Lew's American Hero bait casting combo. It is a 6-ball bearing, I believe, and it's like a 7-to-1 gear ratio with the old Whopper Plopper. This is the 120 size in the Berkley Chapo. It is huge. Caught a 5-pounder on it, and here's the picture of it. And if the picture wasn't up there, that means I didn't know how to edit it in. So if that's not there, sorry about that. So it is a 6'6", I believe. Yeah, it's a 6'6". It's a medium heavy rod, line 10 to 20 mono, and the lure, it holds a 1/4 to 3/4, so it's a light casting combo. This thing's 1 ounce, so it's technically too big, but I still use it because this is about the heaviest rod. I'm gonna get the Shimano SLX bait casting rod. That is what Firebuild has. It is a very nice, very nice bait casting reel, and I will probably throw it on this rod. So this rod actually came with this reel. Before I show you guys the rod, came with this reel. There, this reel. It is a 6-ball bearing, 7 to 2-to-1, or 7 to 1, nothing after that. But what I very strongly dislike about it is, sorry about the lighting, by the way, I'm using a lamp. I think I just made it worse. 1 second. There we go. These lights, that's the light right there, so it makes it very bad lighting whenever I try and record. But back to this reel. It always backlashes no matter if I have this on tension, the tension thing all the way up, and I have my brakes, which is in here, all the way up. It doesn't matter. It bird's nests. It doesn't cast far, even when everything is completely loose. It is just all around not an ideal reel. It's not something that I like to use, so I'm actually going to be selling it. Or, I mean, maybe once we hit 100 subscribers, I will give this away if it doesn't sell. I would 100% do that. If you guys were interested, comment down below if you would want me to give this bad boy away. But, got a little sidetracked there. This is the rod I would be putting that SLX on. It is a 6'6". It is the exact same as that, I believe, just different brand. It's a 6'6" medium heavy, 12 to 20 line, and it holds a little bit. It can hold a 3/8 of an ounce to 1 ounce. So this one would actually be able to hold that Whopper Plopper because that's a 1 ounce. But this rod is just really light, and I like the cork handle more than I do this foam handle. I like that a lot, like a lot more. But that is pretty much my bait cast and stuff right there. And one of my spinning combos is at my grandma and grandpa's, so I'll have to show you guys that another time. But this is my other spinning combo that I actually just got. Alright, so this one is the Lew's American Hero spinning combo, though. Here it is. pretty nice. It's a 5-ball bearing to a 6-to-2-to-1 gear ratio. It's not the best, but it was only a $60 combo. And I had a horrible spinning combos before this, so I needed something just a little bit better. Nothing too nuts, but it's actually a really nice, super nice rod. I love it. I don't know. Ever since I bought, this baitcaster was the first Lew's rod I actually bought, and I fell in love with it. So then when I was going to buy another spinning combo, I was looking for a Lew's, because Lew's is just a trusty brand and cheap and affordable. It's amazing. I just love Lew's, but on here and on the baitcaster actually, this is the line I got on there. We have this braid. It is 20-pound braid. I think it's backwards for you guys actually, but it is made in Japan. It is a PE line J braid is what it's called. It's a 300-yard spool, and it's a 20-pound test. So it's not too heavy. Like, I tried putting 65 on, and it just felt a little bit too heavy for my liking. So I put on 20-pound braid, and this is what happened after I casted. My whopper flopper fell off. Pretty bad bird's nest. So I just cut off all the line and re-spooled. Because if you know, you're going to learn on this channel, I don't like dealing with bird's nests. If I get a super bad bird's nest, I just snip all my line. Just grab this thing, nice flexible fillet knife, right onto the spool like this, and just, there goes all my line. I'm like, sweet, now I can re-spool. Probably just cut my line, and now I'm going to lose another lure, but that's okay. Now moving on to my tackle bag. This bad boy right here is what I use. It's a big old Under Armour backpack. Got these for pike and muskie. I actually went fishing with Firebuild the other day. Caught a little pike on this here spinner bait. Little reed runner. Not bad. With the little swim bait trailer. So, I don't think we were recording it, but he has more videos like that, and I'm sure we'll be recording more videos in the future. But, time to empty out all the little boxes I got in there. Now, in what I'm showing you right now, it actually is missing my whopper plopper, obviously, in a special box that I love because it's tied on. And then, this is not including my soft plastics. My soft plastics will be after I show all of this. This is just what's in my tackle bag. But first off, what has come in clutch a lot. Scale. Gotta have a scale, and it actually has a tape measure too. Right there. It goes out like 30 inches, which, I mean, for bass is completely fine. Little scale. Turns on. You can change if you want it in pounds, ounces, whatever. So I always keep this in my bag. Another weird thing I keep in my bag is a lighter. Not for smoking. Trust me, it's not for smoking. It's for, I will try and find if I have something that I can demonstrate it on. I don't have to spoil anything. I can do this reed runner. So you see how there's a line on there. You go like this. You flick your bic. You go like that. And it melts. It's really hot, so you gotta be quick. You just, like that. And then there's no line on there, so that way it's a fresh retie every time. You don't have to have big old knots everywhere on your lures. But starting off with I'm gonna go from my least favorite, from my favorite to my least favorite boxes. So right here is obviously my favorite box. Oh, hey, now boxes are falling everywhere. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little boxes, then a huge one. But this one I called the juice box because it has a ton of juice in it. But pretty much what I have in here, you guys can't really see it that well. I got a topwater frog, a spook, popper, crankbait, chatterbait, a ton of random soft plastics, crawfish, tube, and a black and blue chatterbait. But I'm going to show you guys, this box is probably the only box I'm going to actually go in depth with, because it's the only, like, super good box I have. The other ones I don't really like that much. They're just kind of the lures you buy, but you don't throw. That's what most of these are, like Husky Jerks. I don't really throw a whole bunch of those, but here's my popper. Love this thing. This thing's amazing. Here's my spook. Another topwater bait. I love topwater. because the blow-ups are so sweet. Here's my topwater frog. It's an Ozark trail. It was like $1, so I had to buy it because it's a topwater bait for $1. Got some bullet sinkers for Texas rigging. Got the tube. This one's actually kind of cool. This one's caught me a couple bass before. And then this one is really weird. This one was my brother's, but he gave it to me, my little brother's. Little crawfish. Neon colored crawfish. Kind of weird, but don't know why I even have this thing in my tackle box. I've never thrown it. I don't know the action or what. But here, I got this red stained swim bait. It was in with a ton of other red plastics and it just stained red. So I was like, okay, I'll throw it on. And this is my white chatterbait, or bladed jig, whatever you call it. There's that. And then, I don't think I showed my crankbait yet. This big crankbait. So, here I got this chunky one. I got it off an MTB box. Mystery tackle box. And then, here's my black and blue bladed jig, or chatterbait. This one's actually, I think, the white one's a half an ounce, and I think this one is a 1/4 ounce. So I can throw this on my lures, but not on my other one. And I can throw my white one on any one, which is amazing, because the white I kind of like a little bit better. But, oh yeah, and then the soft plastic part of the juice box. We just got some yum dingers, some weird baits that I guess you could whack your rig. I don't know. A single swim bait that's like 4 years old and still isn't crumbling. And then we got some trench hogs, and we got these. These are good trailers for jigs. I like them. But now the challenge is getting all these soft plastics back in and still being able to close the box. Let's see if it works. Yep, perfect. All right, so that is the juice box. On to the next one. I obviously have pliers in my tackle bag. If you don't have pliers, you're not a fisherman. My bad, but you know, you're not a fisherman if you don't have these in your bag at all times. Okay, I'm ditching that whole favorite to least favorite. That was just my favorite box, though. And this is just laying on my floor. A little swim bait with something on it. What is that? Oh, okay. A little swim bait. A little paddle tail. But it's all chomped up and dirty, so. Oh, well. Here's my panfish box. This is what I bring to my mom's because she lives on a very good crappie in Sunfish Lake. I don't know why this is in here. Big old spoon. Couldn't tell you. But that's in there because why not? It's also a pretty good bass lake, so I don't know why I don't bring my bass stuff. Got this little guy. And then we got, beetle spins. These are really good crappie baits. Amazing crappie baits. If you're going for big crappie, we got this little jig. These are like old. I never use them because they don't work, but a lot of people say they're good. I don't know. A little hair jig. And this is super interesting. This is a little old bait. They say it works like a spoon. Never thrown it. It looks really weird though. Let's see if I can. Kind of a cool bait. So, and then of course, we got the little twister tails. Some jig heads. Then we got this cool little thing. Little bladed minnow. Never thrown it. I mean, I really want to because it could work for bass, bluegill. It can work for pretty much anything if you want it to. But now heading on to my spinner box. You guys, this with the little paddle tail trailer. It's a power bait trailer. Firebuild actually gave me it because I traded him a Guggen Kraken Craw for it. Here's another one. This is a really expensive spinnerbait. That's what they're called. My bad, I forgot. But, I mean, it's just a huge one. This one is definite. I don't know. It's really big. I wouldn't throw it a whole bunch. And then we got my bucktail. It's my spinner box and bucktail box. So this is a muskie bait. I use this for muskies a lot. I got a lot of little bucktails like this. More little guy bucktails. Lots of spoons too. Spoon. Another little bucktail. This one's actually really cool. I've never thrown it. Red and black spinnerbait. Or black and red. A red and white spoon, and then an orange and like golden spoon. I like spoons. Another red and white spoon. They're good for only one lake that I go to, but why not have a ton of... They're not that expensive either. This old one, I found it at like a garage sale for like free. So I might as well pick it up. Another bucktail. This one's older and weirder. Funny story though, when I snapped off the Whopper Plopper, I actually casted this thing out of my spinning combo and ended up snagging the Whopper Plopper. Since it's a floating bait, we snagged it and got it back in, which was pretty surprising to me, not gonna lie. And then the buzz bait, never use it. Two more little bucktails tangled up. Not gonna worry about taking them apart. I should probably put this back in the box. So we have 3 more boxes left. Sorry, I'm a kindergartner, I can barely count. We have 3 boxes left, but there's an overview of my spinner box. And then here's an overview of my panfish box. This one's pretty empty and lame. But there's my spinner box. This one was going to be the juice box, but it's the only one deep enough, or not deep enough, wide enough. Oh my goodness, that lighting is not good. Only one wide enough to hold a spinner bait. And because on this one, it's the second biggest one I have, not nearly wide enough to hold a spinner bait. So I had to use the biggest box there for something I didn't really want to use it for, but onto a non-labeled. The last 3 are not labeled because they're just kind of the lures I don't really like, except this one. This one is my dad's. I smell juice. That's what this is. Okay. So this thing actually is, my dad has caught 2 muskies on it, which is surprising because it's small. But then we got this old crankbait. Sorry guys, my nose is really stuffy. But we got this old crankbait, and which, oh my goodness, I am just not in it right now. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. We're ready, I think. And then we got these 2 crankbaits. Oh, I smelled something. I think that was the stuff I just sprayed. Febreze. These 2 crankbaits, a really deep diver and a medium diver. You can tell the lip size. Another super old bait. I don't know what all this white stuff is on it, but I think it's just from it being in the water. I couldn't tell you though. Another little white tube this time. Okay guys. I got 2 rattle traps, but I'm not showing you guys the rest of that box. That box stinks so bad. And it doesn't just smell like fish and juice. That smells like straight farts. Ugh. Yeah, it was definitely that box. Alright. And then we got another little box. Another tiny little bucktail. This one. Okay. This one is like a super old Whopper Plopper. I couldn't tell you. Don't know. This one I found with Parker Nedlin. Found this in Brainerd. But found that. Fit back in the box. Thing is I put these things in such a little box, it's so hard to take in and put out. Little spinnerbait, super old topwater. Then just another regular old crankbait. It's like a copy of the one I had. Oh, dang it, I can't close it now. Put that there, put that there. Alright, now if it doesn't close, this next time I attempt to close it, I'll give away everything and I will stop YouTube. Never mind. We got it. There we go. Another box down. Now, this one is stupid. It's just a little twisters. It's just a little panfish box, pretty much. Like, if I literally am at a family thing, I'll just have this in the car. So that way, if I want, I can just toss a line in. Not going for anything huge on it. Actually, it's just something for fun. And then this one, a Husky Jerk box. I don't like Husky Jerks or jerk baits or whatever, but this one I'm just going to show you guys an overview because a lot of those things are pretty much the same. I'm going to close it so that way I can tilt it. But yeah, I got 3 in there, 2 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, crawfish, 3 big ones in there. But that is it for the tackle boxes. But that's not it for what's in my tackle bag. So right down here, I got all my soft plastics. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little bit of blue to it. Yeah, I don't think the camera will pick it up, but there's a little bit of blue, which, I mean, it looks really weird underwater. It doesn't look at all how it looks right now. It's completely different. And then we got this pack of stick baits, which is some Black and Blue Shields brand. But then I have some different colored ones that I had a long time ago and never used. So that's kind of a random assorted thing. This one of stick baits is a lot of stick baits that I found. It is a thick one. But got about every single color of stick baits you can get in this bag. But that's all my stick baits in my Kraken Craws. And then now we got 2 bags of some like weird off-brand baits. Never used them, or I've used one of them before. This one is by Cream. Got it out of the MTB box. Well, it looks like it'd be a good trailer. Has little paddle tails like mini swim baits. I mean, it looks good, but I mean, it doesn't perform as well as you'd think it would. I would think it would work way better than it actually does. And then these ones, the Big Bite Baits Pro Series, designed to bring the big bite to your line, fortified with bite juice. So you can already see all the salt and juice. I touched it one time and my hands were like completely wet, so I'm not going to open them and touch them. But they're a 6-inch creature bait. That's kind of what they look like. But I really don't feel like touching all the slime and all the, juices of a soft plastic right now, because my hands are clean and I want them to stay clean. But that is all for my soft plastics. Now we're down to 2 things left. Yep, 2 things. Excluding my panfish rod. That I don't really care about, because this is going to be a bass fishing channel. Not no bluegill stuff. But, this is my fillet knife. One of them. That I use to fillet my fish. Crappie, bluegill, muskie, bass. No, I'm kidding about those last 2. But it's super flexible. So you can get under and get down with the... You can, get under the skin to fillet it. So I like this knife a lot. But I also have this one. This fillet knife. It is $1 from Walmart, you guys. It's pretty expensive, so... I mean, unless you're rich, don't buy it, because it's a lot of money. It's a whole $1. It's not flexible at all. You guys can't see, but it doesn't flex. So, I mean, I wouldn't really recommend it. I would recommend spending the $8 to get in this thing, because it's amazing for $8. I'm actually surprised it was only $8. But, and then we have, these are off topic, but these are for something else I'm going to be doing on the channel. Not my GoPro gloves, my dirt bike gloves. These are them. So, you're going to be seeing these a lot on the channel. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of my dirt bike. And, you know what? I know this was only supposed to be a tackle and fishing stuff video. Let's go show you guys my dirt bike, because why not? There's a little hint to one of my baits. But, I know I don't have a whole bunch of soft plastics. I'm still working on it. But we got the Googan baits. Gotta have some Googan baits in your tackle box. These are the Kraken Craws. The blue and green colorway. I'm acting like I'm talking shoes right here. But they're, that's the color. And then we got some Yum Dingers. Some watermelon. These are, see, this is why I'm called Strictly Stick Baits. I have like 4 packs, and then I have some more in my other tackle box that pretty much is just scrap baits. They're all torn up, but got this pack of Yum Dingers. We got this pack of Yum Dingers. It's a little bit different color. It's like green and blue not blue flake. It's really weird. I'll try and take one out and show you guys what it looks like. And my phone's about to die, which is what I'm recording on right now. But thank you guys so much for watching the video, and hopefully soon I will be up with